skill is for life. Remember that. Let's go. Repeat the technique, I speak the truth from the core. While you chase the glamour, I'm settling the score. All that ice on your wrist, it's a temporary gleam, but the craft I possess is a lifelong theme. You renting your image, a fabricated scene. My substance is solid, my foundation is clean. See, the props are weak, they crumble and they fold. A story often told by the ones who sold their soul. You can't stop this, the real will always rise. No fakes allowed, we see through the disguise. The truth will prevail, open up your eyes. Can't stop this. Studied the greats, filled notebooks with the rhymes. You were chasing the clout, just repeating the times. A skill is for life, it's embedded in the brain. Resilient through sunshine, magnificent in rain. You're a house made of cards in a hurricane's might. I'm the bedrock foundation, I'm the beacon of light. You can't stop this, the real will always rise. No fakes allowed, we see through the disguise. The truth will prevail, open up your eyes.
Hello traders, this is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is August 22nd, 2026. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're trading well. I hope you're practicing well. Yes, practice. Practice is key to becoming successful at trading. Practice is key. Practicing on a still chart is key. Just wanted to touch base with you. I am still giving back to the community each and every day right now. So I'm not really trading. Not trading with any prop firms right now. I told you that before. And you can get banned or you can get pushed aside if you don't trade with the prop firms. Yes, you can, right? So don't believe prop firms. Just being upfront with you. I teach the traders at breathingwiththemarkets.com. Believe half of what you see and nothing you hear. You have prop firms that are going on podcasts, and ones that I talk about, ones that I traded with, going on podcasts telling you how they're getting rid of some traders, right? Well, what they're doing is they're getting rid of the good traders. They're getting rid of people that actually can trade. They just don't like how they trade, right? So that is a big problem in the industry. I told you, I tested them, I challenged them, and I even went cold turkey and still got kicked out, right? Going cold turkey and not trading and then getting kicked out? Seriously? You can see how fake they are, right? Just like the rest of the crew that are talking about book map, order flow, options flow, stop hunts, all this shit, all these words. If you listen to all these words on how they're trading, my edge doesn't work. Order flow used to work. Book map used to work. Book map started to work in 2018 and my edge failed. That means they don't have a strategy, right? Trading is not a strategy. Let me say this again. Trading is not a strategy. A strategy is a gamble. You're strategic, right? You're in the game. You're strategically trying to figure out how to win, right? And most of the time you lose, but you think you have a strategy, right? No, it's you against the market. You have to know how to trade the market. That's not called a strategy. That's called trading. I don't care if you trade 100 lots, 200 lots, right? What about the guy that the 23-year-old kid that lost $45 billion. $45 billion, traders. All of these big banks thought this kid was just so smart and where he graduated. Who gives a fuck where you graduated? Who gives a fuck if you live in Silicon Valley? Who gives a fuck if you trade for a hedge fund? I'm telling you, who gives a fuck? That doesn't mean anything. Who gives a fuck if you work for JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs? Who cares? That doesn't tell you anything. Traders, I keep telling you over and over and over again. If you can't trade the fucking chart, who gives a fuck, right? You have to learn how to trade the chart. You have to learn how to trade the algorithm. The algorithm is the fucking same. It's been the same since it's been printing candles. You better give a fuck about that. But no, you watch all of these weak individuals in these podcasts. Tell us how you do this, bookmap, and then they go back in history and they go, well, bookmap. You see, we saw this. It was a stop run to the top, and then we had these iceberg orders down here, and then the price moved down, and that's why price moved down, and then I got in. They're looking at past history, telling you a story. How many times did prop firms get on here and tell you they have these great traders or they take people to live? Where's the fucking executions? Do they show you any executions? Tell me. I trade heavy. I'm not into that little fucking small shit, right? But big shit gets them fucking nervous because they don't know how to trade big shit, right? You don't have to have millions and millions of dollars. If you want to work on your skill, what do? You trade big shit, right? You trade big shit. Higher the risk, higher the reward, right? But you got to know what you're doing. Yeah, you're going to get pinched. Does that mean you don't know how to trade? No, not at all. But see, you have all these hedge fund managers, you have these young kids, 23 years old, all of a sudden they get all these banks to give them money in the hedge fund and $100 million. They don't know how to trade. They're picking a name. Well, I guess I'll just pick XYZ AI and we'll just keep dumping money in there, and all of a sudden it gets a boost. And they think, hey, this kid knows something. No, he doesn't fucking know shit. Where's the executions? Why did you get in that? Why did you take the NQ southbound the other day? Tell me why you did that. And whatever you say, does it match up how you trade the other types? With a high probability, probably not. Because you're fucking gambling and you are one of these word salad people that continue to confuse the entire trading community. How many times have you watched a podcast and the guy that owns the podcast goes, yep, verified results, $3 million, verified results. Who verified them? And how come the verification's not transparent in the podcast? Oh, we're supposed to believe what they say? I tell you, don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. Can't you figure that shit out? It's pretty simple. Don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. Then they get on Tiny Bubbles. Where's the Tiny Bubbles guy? The Tiny Bubbles guy apparently created a new strategy. Why would you have to create a new strategy? I have never created a new strategy. I've approached the market differently, swing trading and scalping. I didn't have to create an entire new strategy to swing trade or scalp. Although I do scalp and swing trade differently. And I know it's confusing to you because you don't know how to fucking trade. But if you knew how to trade and you had my scalping course and you had my swing trading course, you would understand what I'm talking about because they are different. But I don't call them strategies. And the reason I don't call them strategies is because it is actual trading. Trading is a sport. It's a professional sport. Professional traders understand what trading is. Professional traders don't gamble in a sense that they don't gamble and tell people, not to say they haven't gambled before, don't get it mixed up, but they don't gamble and tell people that they have a strategy. Because that's not what the pros do. You understand? And just because you have a bunch of money and you have backing doesn't mean you know how to trade. And then you call yourself professional. But they don't even know how to look at a chart. But they'll tell you that news is moving the chart. That volume is moving the chart. No, it's the fucking algorithm. You can't fix stupid. I can't fix stupid. I can't fix the industry. There's so much bullshit. So now they're moving from order flow and stop hunts and liquidity pools to the new word, right? Options order flow, options flow, right? Reading the tape. What tape are you fucking reading? Tape meisters? What tape are you reading? They don't know how to fucking read the tape. This shit's fake. No, the DOM. We'll read the DOM and you see the order flow and the order flow coming in. This shit is fake. This shit is not accurate. Oh, well, when volume is like this and the order flow is like that, and then you get in and you see how great this trade worked out? Are you kidding me? I mean, man. So I'm taking some time off, man. I'm taking some time off and I'm giving back to the community, right? And silence is strength. Silence is strength. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just doing some other stuff right now, giving back to the community. And it's not easy. It's not easy what I'm doing. But man, it's not easy at all, especially in the fucking heat. It is not easy at all. But I enjoy giving back to the community, but I don't like fakes. I don't like fakes. And it doesn't matter what you do in life. If you try your best, you're going to be your best. And it's not you against somebody else. It's you against whatever you're doing. It's you against the market if you're trading the market. It's you gaining a skill. Everything is a skill set. It doesn't matter if you have to start a new job and learn a new skill. You can master that skill. You can be the best you can ever be. Just be you, right? I know it's confusing, right? But you can be the best you can ever be. Just be you, right? And just get 1% better each and every day, right? And you're going to fall back a little bit. And you're going to be tested a little bit. And then you're going to move up. And then you're going to be tested. And then you're going to move up. But you know what? I'm going to do something. And I'm going to do something that I don't believe anyone has ever done, to my knowledge. And after I do it, I'm going to show it with full transparency, right? But I'm not a type of person, and people that know me and close to me, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it and show you what I did. There's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's just how I live my life. I don't tell people what I'm going to do. I didn't tell people that I'm just going to go back and give back to the community and not trade, in the mornings and stuff like that. I didn't tell anybody what I was going to do. I just did it, right? Now I'm telling you what I'm actually doing, right? I don't need to be rewarded. I don't need to be in the front line of saying, this is what I'm going to do. No, I teach people around me, don't tell me what you're going to do. Tell me what you did. Tell me what you did in life, not what you're going to do in life. Anybody can say that when they grow up, they're going to be a doctor, right? To make it sound good, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a firefighter, I'm going to be a policeman, I'm going to be in politics. I don't think that's a great job, but I'm going to be the president. I don't think that's a great job either. But you understand what I'm saying? Don't tell people what you're going to do. Just do it and tell people what you did, right? And when you show people what you actually did in the full transparency, well, then that's validated, right? Here we have prop firms. I told you prop firms have been changing and will change in 2026. Even if you don't trade, they will get rid of you. You see? Because I tested the last prop firm that I was at, Take Profit Trader. I tested them. You know that I test things. If I go to live, I'm going to test them out. That's just what I do. If I'm on a platform, I'm going to test them out. If I go live, I'm going to test them out. If I go live in my own accounts and I'm on a different platform, I'm going to test it out. You guys don't know what that means because I'm not going to give you that information. But the mentees and people that I talk to at Breathing with the Markets, they will understand what I'm talking about, okay? But why would you go anywhere? Let me ask you a question. Why would you go anywhere if you knew how to trade and have somebody take 10% of your money? All these big wheelhouses don't take 10% of your money because you're profitable. If you're scalping, you're going to make them rich, right? Well, not rich, they're wealthy already, but they're going to love you and love you to death, right? You know, when you're trading 1,000 trades a day and you got a $4,000 or a $4 round trip, you know, it's $4,000 in a day that you're making that big house brokerage, right? So the point is, and whenever you hear somebody talk on YouTube or a podcast and they say verified results, I verified the results, I verified the results. We don't need to see verified results. Where's the executions? Where are the executions? The executions are the only thing that verifies whether or not you know how to trade. Your P&L does not tell us whether you know how to trade. Your verified profits does not tell us you know how to trade. Your verified losses does not tell us if you know how to trade. Because you've been following fakes. All of you. Support and resistance, supply and demand, liquidity pools, stop hunts, order flow, book map, level 2, volume. All of that is shit. I keep telling you. Why do they keep changing the names? Why do they keep changing indicators? Why do they keep changing how they speak and how they analyze a market using a different name, meaning the same thing? Are you that stupid? I am not talking down at you. I am with you. I am with you till the end. But I am not with those who think what I'm saying is full of shit because they're not going to make it, period. Those that listen to me, those that practice what I teach them, they will understand trading is an actual skill. It's not if you take $300,000 to $1 million. It's not if you take $500,000 to $1 billion. It's not if you take $100,000 to $1 million. Where's the executions? We're talking about executions. It's not about if you have a fucking channel and you're showing all your trades. They're all over the board. They're gambling. If you don't know what gambling is and you can't see that they're gambling, then you need to get out of trading. But you have people that actually have some money set aside to gamble. It's not hard to gamble your way into profit. It's the more money that you have coming in, you keep gambling. A hedge fund, right? People with a lot of money or people with money have the easy way into the trading industry. They can gamble and they can fool you. But if they can't teach you, actually physically teach you with objective evidence in the market that repeats itself, and if they're not doing that, and they're not calling out these candles, and they're not calling out the behavior of the market at that time based on objective evidence in the market, they're gambling. I don't know how else to tell you. They're gambling. If you come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com, I will teach you one-on-one. I will teach you one-on-one through Zoom. Just like what I'm doing here, I am going to show you charts. I am going to show you how the market operates. I am going to show you gems in the market. I am going to show you things that you've never heard of before. And even after you go to through the program, as you start to get better in your trading, I will continue to push you further and further and further. But if you can't do the basics, I can't continue to push you further and further and further. It's simple. It's not one and done with me. If you put in the time, I will work with you. If you don't put in the time, then you don't value my time. And if you don't value my time, how am I supposed to value your time, right? It's equal. Value my time and you will benefit from it. If you don't value my time, then you made a bad decision that trading is not for you. And actually you saved money because you spent money to get educated in one-on-one and tell you exactly how the market operates, and you basically did not practice that and did not convince yourself based on your practicing that how you analyze the market, it repeats itself over and over and over again. And if you didn't make it that far, then it's your fault. It's your fault. Because I can show you how the market operates, and I show you how to practice, and I show you how everything operates. And as you advance your skill, I will continue to show you things and advance along with you and push you outside of your comfort zone. And once you do that, you will understand that there's no other way to trade other than trade the market. Strategy, a crossover strategy, a stop hunt strategy, order flow strategy. What is it? That's all bullshit, traders. I tell you this over and over and over again. If you want to learn how to trade, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. I will teach you one-on-one. Like I said, I'm not trading with any prop firms right now. Two sides of the story, and then there's facts. I told you that they don't want real traders. What they want is a very, very slice of the pie in this like security. They're like fucking scared. They're fucking scared. And when somebody fucking hits the market hard and heavy, they don't like that. They don't like the market hard and heavy. For example, there was one prop firm that got on and did a podcast, and believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. But what they said, which can't verify it, right? And they don't verify their accounts, but everyone is in this game for something different. Okay, if you were sitting up here today saying, God, I wish I could trade with XYZ prop firm. I just want to trade live with them. And then say I was trading live and I trade live with this prop firm. Why would you want to do that? Ask yourself, why would you want to do that? Why don't you trade your own account? You don't need them to trade live. They need you to trade live with them. You don't need them. They need traders. They need traders. And they become haters, right? Because if you don't do what they want you to do, and they have a set of rules, say they have a set of 5 rules, and they don't tell you what you did, but you could have done line 1, you could have done line 2, you may have done line 3, and you may have done line 4. And line 5, we could just get rid of you if we just think you don't work with us, or we don't work with you, or we don't want to work with you. Aren't these all catch-22s? Well, where did you fall in? And why? You see, I've taken hundreds and hundreds of payouts with prop firms. I've been denied by prop firms. I've been limited by prop firms. I've been banned by prop firms. For what? For a guy that's giving back to the community? Come on, man. I don't need fucking trading. I'm not trading right now. I'm giving back to the community. How could someone give back to the community? I don't need trading. When I stepped into this position to teach traders how to actually trade, I didn't need the money. That's not why I did that. That's not why I did that. I'm giving back to the community in several different ways. Prop firms don't like that. You see, they like gambling communities. Why? Because people buy accounts, right? One of those prop firms said, hey, Rich, we hear you. You can go back and buy as many accounts as you want and any size you want. And to this day, I haven't bought any accounts. But they didn't send me a ban letter. They didn't send me, hey, we're going to part ways letter. For what? For why? You see? And then one prop firm said, hey, we heard you. What benefit is it for banning real traders? What benefit is that, right? How do you even know it's fucking live? How do you know it's even live? There's prop firms that actually tell you that they're transferring you to live, and you're not even on live. They call it live. They transfer all this money over, and then all of a sudden they make you work for it again? That's not live. That's called live bullshit. That's live bullshit. That's real bullshit. How do you transfer funds in a funded account? They call it funded. Why don't they call it fake funded? If they called it fake funded, then people would say this is still fake funded, right? But they use all these terminologies to get you in. A test account. Okay, a test is not real. It's just a test, right? Test your skills. Does it actually test your skills? No, it doesn't test your skills. It tests how much money you have and how long you're going to last in their game. And when you're going to outlast them in their game, they don't like that. Let me say this again. When they figure out that you are going to outlast their game, their rules, their business plan, they don't like you. You're not part of their financial gains. You're negative on them, right? You're negative. Think about what I said. When you can outlast their game and their rules, they don't like you. They find reasons to get rid of you. Then they lump you up into a batch of people, of traders. One prop firm said, hey, we had X amount of traders taking the news long or short. And then we had an X amount of live traders taking the news the opposite direction. And there was a handful of traders that lost a large sum of money going short. And then there was a handful of traders, or a few traders, that gained going long. They just decided to ban everybody. Once again, if they're heavy hitters and they understand the market and you have these rules, all of a sudden They had no idea that they were being watched and going to get banned as soon as they pressed that button. The winners got banned and the losers got banned. I'm telling you, over and over and over, traders, you will not win with the prop firms. The prop firms will make shit up. They have catch-22 rules that no matter what, they have the final say. You will not beat the prop firms. You can beat them at their game, but the end result is you will no longer trade with them. That's the end result. So if you're gambling, then you have something to worry about. Eventually, you're not going to be able to gamble anywhere and you don't know how to trade. And now you have gambling habits. I can trade. There's not one person at Breathing with the Markets gonna tell me or tell anybody he doesn't know how to fucking trade. Really? I mean, if you know how to hit a baseball, people can see it for themselves, right? I don't have to prove anything to anybody, right? You either know how to trade or you don't know how to trade. You're either using fuckery or you're not using fuckery, right? So I have traders that are trading live with prop firms, trading live with their own accounts, on breaks, on vacations, whatever they're doing. And I myself, I'm giving back to the community right now. But like I said, I'm not trading with any prop firms. Right? I test prop firms. And then when I test them, I test their programs with my own money and I do what the fuck I want to do. After I'm done testing them, it just solidifies exactly what I say. It actually solidifies exactly what I say. It matches. It matches and it matches. Keep your head focused on the charts and don't follow these fake ass gurus. And don't listen to all of this prop firm shit. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. They're dropping the prices. They're trying to get you in. They have a big business plan, right? But I think eventually KaRmA is going to come their way. KaRmA will come their way because I said this a long time ago. They need real traders and they have a lot of gamblers in their live department. A lot of live gamblers. There are people that YOLO'd their way there, transferred money, and then started to trade like little fucking gnats. They were scared. They were scared. Their asshole puckered. They were fucking scared, right? So we're Breathing with the Markets. We're not scared. We're not scared. We just trade the chart. There's nothing to be scared about. Only thing you got to do is work on your leverage, right? And trade the chart. If the prop firms don't want you around, no problem. Go to the next prop firm, right? And just pound them. And then don't pound them all at the same time. Don't do this 20 accounts at a time. That's gambling. Don't do that shit. They want you to do that. But then when you blow them all up, what are they going to do? They're going to use that against you. Think about it. If you keep blowing them up, and then all of a sudden you get $300,000 or $400,000, they're gonna use your history against you and not pay you. Do you want that? This is fucking real. And this isn't towards one prop firm, but use some fucking common sense out there, traders. All right? Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. Like I said, I'm taking a breather, right? My skill's the same. I can open up a fucking chart right now and just pound the living shit out of the market if the market was moving. Today's the weekend, right? Enjoy it. Have a great day. Peace, traders.